Boston police officer shot in the line of duty and rushed to Boston Medical Center. We have just learned the officer's injuries do not appear to be life-threatening. Some good news there. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lisa Hughes.
And I'm David Wade. The story unfolding as we speak, and we have team coverage from the crime scene in Roxbury and outside the hospital where that injured officer is now getting treatment. We start with Chris Tanaka, who just saw Mayor Wu walking into BMC. Chris.
That is correct, David. Mayor Wu is here. We are also expecting to hear from Mayor Wu around 11:15, 11:20 with other city leadership, including Commissioner Cox, DA Hayden. We don't know if Police Chief Long will speak, but he is here. Let's tell you what we know and show you what's going on. The scene right now, much calmer than it was just a couple hours ago. The call came in just after 9 o'clock of an officer shot in Roxbury. WBZ has learned that the officer was brought to the hospital not in an ambulance, but in the back of a cruiser, brought to the ambulance bay here at Boston Medical on Albany Street. We have also learned that other officers were injured in this incident, though not by gunshot. The specifics, the severity of those injuries, as well as the gunshot wound to the officer being treated here, have not been given. We're also working to learn if they have a suspect or suspects in custody. A lot of questions still remaining about what happened, how it all played out. But for now, we're waiting patiently for the mayor and the commissioner to answer some of those questions. Again, we're expecting that press conference around 11:15, 11:20. Lisa and David, when they come out, we'll be sure to bring it to you live right here on WBZ News.
All right, and Chris, just to follow up on what's happening there at the hospital, in the past we have seen when something like this happens, unfortunately, so many officers will rush to the hospital, even officers that aren't on duty at the time. Are you seeing that, and what is the mood there outside of the hospital right now?
David, that's a great question. Yes, brothers and sisters in arms coming to support each other and, of course, the wounded officer. There were literally dozens of police cruisers here earlier, officers in uniform and ununiformed. And I would say approximately about 10:15-ish, David, we saw somewhat of an exodus of officers from this ambulance bay here. And you could tell by their tone and tenor that there was some ease about the way they were departing, which let us know, or at least let us infer, that this wasn't as bad as it could have been. And then shortly thereafter, we did receive confirmation from BPD that this was a non-life-threatening injury. So that is the best part of the news tonight. We'll fill in the blanks as soon as the mayor and police commissioner speak later on.
So David, to hear that there was some relief there is great news. Chris Tanaka, nice work there. Lisa?